Hello everybody and welcome back to my beginner's guide of No Man's Sky, and I have a brand new ship, my Starborn Phoenix. This is the custom expedition ship that I've decided to go with from now on in this save, and I love this ship. It is very nice indeed. But in this episode we are going to go to Dissonant Worlds and we're going to discover what they have to offer and how much we can make out of nanites and units from these worlds. Because of the resources and starships and items that they are able to give us. Look at this ship, isn't it just wonderful? Just a beautiful looking ship, isn't it? For getting the sunlight, that'd be good, wouldn't it? So how do we find Dissonant Worlds, I hear you say? Well, if we go down into our galaxy map here and we have a look around, we do not need to have the economy scanner or the conflict scanner for this one either. We do not need to have any of the hyperdrive upgrades, the indium, emerald or cadmium for this. We can just look at these yellow star systems here, and where it says water, we find one that says dissonant. There you go. We found this one here. It is a GEX system. It's 111 light years away and it is a dissonant system. So let's head here. I've got a ton of upgrades on this starship now because I removed all of the upgrades I had on the radiant pillar and put it into this wonderful starship. Let's start scanning planets and see if we find the Dissonant world, because that's how we find it. We scan it and there you go. It's actually quite a water world. We don't have the aquajets yet, so we can't land on this world. I have brought them from Hyperion in the anomaly, but I haven't got them fitted yet. We need to get some more resources before we can do that. Let's head down onto this big bit of land here and see what we can find. Let's have a quick scout about, see if we find anything straight away. I'm looking for something very particular. And we might not actually find anything on our first Dissonant world, because that normally happens, or it did happen to me before the Worlds Part 2 update anyway. You'd land on a Dissonant world, try to look for a magnetic resonator and you wouldn't find one. Let's land. Lovely. Let's take another quick look at this wonderful ship. It is beautiful. And then we'll scan around and see what we can find. Okay, we're in the midst of a storm, which is not ideal. There's a magnetic magnetic resonator. Caster, please. A dissonance resonator is exactly what we're looking for. What I'm going to do is just wait for this storm to sort of die down. But while we look at the ship here, I've added a couple of X-class upgrades to the photon cannon, which gives us a fire rate of plus 1%. Both of them. It's not very good, but they'll do for now. We will replace them in the future. There's the S-class hyperdrive and the X-class hyperdrive upgrades there. And of course, we've got a couple of X-class shield. And this came with a phase beam, which is quite nice, but only a B-class upgrade. And it came with a number of upgrades for the pulse engine, which is quite nice as well. One S-class upgrade for the launch thruster, excuse me, which is actually the launch auto charger, which is when you are stationary like this, your launch thrusters will automatically charge, which is great. We love that. You don't have to constantly fill it with starship fuel or whatever else, uranium, whatever else it may be in there. I've also added these figurines. Now, the golden starship trail actually came with this starship, and the figurines I think it had Nada, and no, it had the Atlas, and I created Null, Nada and the tentacled figurine, all for 10 carbon each. So there is nothing really, there's not a load of materials to create those things. Now what do they offer us, I hear you say? Let's have a quick look at that. So if I go into my No Man's Sky guide here, it might be worth actually getting that up in front of me. So I've got this on my desktop. Let's have a quick look and drag it over. And this is the No Man's Sky. Oh, hello. No Man's Assistant for No Man's Sky, which is great. There's so much information on here. Normally what I do is go to all items here. And if I type in null figurine, right? We click on it. Will give us some information about it. Starship interior adornment. A synthetic polymer companion for your starship's cockpit, fashioned in the likeness of the traveller Null. We'll get onto him soon. We don't know who he is. He's part of the Artemis missions. Installed to an inventory slot to decorate your starship's interior. What does it give us? It gives us 0.05% shield strength. Okay. One thing to note about these things is when they're all together, and this all adds up to be actually rather a decent amount of shield strength or whatever it may be. Let's have a look at Apollo. Apollo figurine. And what does he give us? Damage 8. So plus 8 damage for the Apollo figurine there, which is quite cool. It's decent. It's not, you know, it's not loads and loads, but it is decent. And if you've got the room in your starship, then it's worth having them in there. I will probably put these away in storage for a little bit whilst I upgrade this starship, and then come back and put them in when I have the space later, because I'm going to need extra and other upgrades before these become really necessary, if that makes sense. But I had them, so I put them in there for now. Right, the storm has cooled down. This is 400 away. Let's go and have a look. There's also Gravitino balls on here. So why am I looking for a Dissonant Resonator, I hear you say? Well, I will tell you when I get there. However, Dissonant Worlds have unique items to them only, and that would be including Atlantidium. So let's grab some Atlantidium, which are these small purple crystals that I'm firing at. We'll collect some of that. That's carbon. Lovely. There's also all other resources on here. So look, you've got your hydrogen, you've got your sodium, you've got your oxygen, etc. So standard items also, standard flora and fauna also on these kind of planets. So you've got your carbon, you've got your flying animals, if I can scan, thank you. 127,000 for that. I've also put in the X-Class upgrade for the scanner, and that gives us plus 5,846% mineral analysis rewards and 7,930% for fauna analysis rewards, which is really, really decent. So let's head over to this resonator here. There's gamma weed over there, which is quite good. Do we have that fitted yet? Do we have the hazmat gauntlet fitted? It might be worth trying to fit you. Need some sodium nitrate. That's fine. I can get that. So let's keep going. Oh, hello. And if we scan this mineral here, this will give us 127,000. So you can make a lot of money just from scanning the minerals and the fauna in this, with this upgrade attached. Upgrades will be different. Let's go and have a look at this crystal here before we go to the dissonance resonator. Now, this big one here is a radiant shard. Now, you also get big ones of the Atlantidium. They normally have things like this sticking out of it. There's one there. So, bigger Atlantidium crystal there. And it's actually taken a bit longer to collect than the smaller ones, which is understandable given the size of it. But these radiant shards are different, and we are going to need a couple of them. So, we'll grab a couple of these. These are like your condensed carbon. You're going to need the... Oh, hello. My protection is falling. We're going to need to have the advanced mining being fitted to get these, just so you're aware. So if you don't have that fitted, you won't be able to get them right now. Now this dissonant resonator, let's go and have a quick look. Now normally there are... Look, there you go. We've got these little critters here, because Dissonant Worlds are full of corrupted sentinels. Not normal sentinels, corrupted. And you'll either get the ones we fought in the last episode flying around, or you'll get these little ones here, these little spiders, and sometimes you'll even get a huge spider. Dissonant resonators. We destroy them and we'll get either an echolocator or we'll get a inverted mirror. Inverted mirror is important. You can refine those down into nanites. And you also need them to get the Sentinel ship that we'll come onto. The echolocator is actually what we're looking for, and obviously if we're here we can't see what it's going to give us, and if we shoot it we will get these guys shooting at us, so we do want to know what's in here depending on what it is we want, and then basically we need to shoot it to get what we want out of it. Let's keep shooting it, and then of course we've got the 1 star. They're going to be shooting at me. They're shooting at me quite violently. I've got the echolocator here, and what I'm going to do now is just absolutely peg it from these dudes, or at least try to. Just run away. Because we've got the auto launch charger now. Oh god, they've spotted me. On the starship, we don't really need to worry that much about having enough in the auto launch charger because it's auto launching or it's auto charging, so we can launch it when we require it. I'm going to pick up some sodium here because we are going to need it for a couple of reasons. Swarm is now abated, which is great. Oh goodness me, radiation damage. I really need some upgrades here for my hazard protection. It's not doing me any good not having any. So let's just bury ourselves down here for a sec. Temperature level, radiation level stabilizer. Now, this echolocator, what do you do with it? Well, we press X on it and it resonates. And that is going to give us a location on this dissonant world that we really, really want to know. We really, really want to go to it. Harmonic echo detected. And what this is going to do is find us a camp. Okay, the harmonic camp is all the way over there. 24 minutes away. Oh, where am I? What's going on? Let me out. There you go. And we're going to get a starship. Let's call him in. Let's call the Phoenix in. 100%. What? 112% required to summon. Launch thrusters at 100%. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. How can a starship be at 112%? That's ridiculous. It's just, that is silly. I don't understand why it's done that. What's this? Oh, cobalt. That would be good to get, actually. Let's grab a ton of this. And then what I can do is make some batteries so I can keep recharging my hazard protection. So I got back to the starship in one piece. I can probably make some more. Yeah, how many can I make? Let's just make 4. We've got 5 there. And then we're going to head over to the harmonic camp. Let's go and have a look. Because we've got that starship trail on, golden. Our starship trail is golden, by the way. That's what they do. If you have all of them, it will always default to the chromatic metal one. If I remember rightly, just in case you do want to use it. So we found this little harmonic camp, which is great. We like the look of this camp. And why do we like the look of this camp? Because there's stuff we can raid from here. So if we go to these little wheelbarrows and get the harmonic scrap, it will give us some stuff. So that gave us some living slime, which isn't ideal. What's that going to give me? Okay, so we've got a cracked polarizer. That'll probably give us some nanites. There's one there as well. We've got a multi-tool expansion slot, which we definitely want. And we want this one as well. We've got suspicious tech out of that one. This one will give us another storage augmentation for the starship, which is great. And this is going to give us a suspicious packet of goods. And there's one there, one there, one there, one there. And then there's one just hidden behind there. Sometimes some people do miss that. Let me just get in here for a second, and I will sort out my inventory, excuse me, and open these suspicious packets, because they'll definitely be worth it. And we've got some magnetized ferrite from that cracked polarizer. This living slime I'm just going to get rid of. This is actually a paralysis mortar that I couldn't fit in here. I'd rather have the band rewired visualizer for the analysis visor there at this moment in time. But so the paralysis mortar is one of my favourite weapons, as we'll come on to show at some point in this playthrough / beginner's guide. Let's open this suspicious packet of goods. Warp hypercore, wonderful. And we've got a movement module, which we can fit in here, but it's going to explode everything. So we will keep that out for now. We probably should have. That's the problem when I'm too quick. Although, what does this one have? Right, let's see if it's better than this one. I doubt it. Let's see. Put it back in. So 211, 28, 23, 16. This one is 224, 38, 11 and 20. So it is better. Initial boost power plus 20. Fuel efficiency plus 16. Fuel efficiency plus 11. Recharge 28. Recharge 38 jetpack tanks. So the X is better than the A. So we'll go with the X there over the A. And I've moved all of the items across that I wanted to into the starship. Now what else can we find here? Well, what we first need to do is get rid of the lockdown. So if we go to the harmonic interface here, with the little icon, our shells consumed by fire, our minds purged by betrayal, banished to the glass beneath, forgotten by creation. But no longer we are given life, as gives life to themselves. We shall create ourselves in our own image. The terminal repeats this message endlessly, the loop chanted out across its circuits. A strange interface glows with the familiar sequence of glyphs. So we're going to scan the memory registers first. That is what we need to do. And we need to do the little sums here. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So the first one's 5. 3 plus 8 is 11. I'm terrible at maths. So 5, 11 and 16. So access the main interface. 5, 11 and 16. And then we can input override glyphs. So we just go 5, 11, 11 and 16, was it? And there you go. It's unlocked it for us. Compliance access granted. Harmony awaits you. We can lift the lockdown on the camp. The terminal buzzes discordant, but its circuits do not appear to comply with my request. Whatever force was locking down this camp has been lifted. With the lockdown lifted, the terminal spits out blueprints for a piece of hybrid jetpack technology. A fusion of Sentinel and something else. Something familiar and yet distant. So it's given us the Aeron turbojet. So because we discovered the camp, we've gone over here for the first time. We've got this Aeron turbojet we can put on instead of the cape if we really want to. I'm not going to right this second. So now that we've lifted the lockdown, the first thing we're going to do is have a look at the Sentinel multi-tool here. Lockdown in progress. Locate interface. I did this already. Go back to the harmonic camp. Alright, okay, so we deactivate the multi-tool. I forgot a step. I apologise. We need to deactivate the multi-tool. Lock here, and then we can go look at it. It's a pistol. And it is a C class. But we get this for free. And I'm just going to tear it to bits in the anomaly. Because it's not decent enough compared to my staff that I'm using. There's a giant worm somewhere. I can't see it on the horizon. Go back to the harmonic interface here. And what we want to do is locate dissonant spikes. Hello, dissonant spikes. And this is going to give us a location of a Sentinel starship. And it is over there. And it is 8 minutes away by walking. But what we're going to do is we don't need to come back to this camp now. Is get back into Mr. Phoenix here. I'm just going to head over there. There you go. It's very quick, this ship. Much quicker than the last one. And I've crashed, of course, because why not? And there it is. There is the Sentinel starship. The one thing to note about Sentinel starships, when you're on a planet, they will always look the same. Okay? So they will have, you know, this is the one you're going to find. If I was to locate another camp, do another dissonant spike, I'd locate the same style. However, they will be different classes. So let's have a look at it. It is a C class, which of course is the lowest one. We can talk to this harmonic scrap here if we really want to. And we can take the Fecium, please. Yes. Definitely want the Fecium. And we don't have 71 Atlantidium, so we can't feed the circuits. However, what we want to do is talk to this starship. It does look cool. I do like the look of this one. Let's have a quick look. And we're going to take the Pugnium. We're going to take the salvage glass. And we're going to take the Haline brain. Now what we need is we need a pilot interface, right? So I need 3 radiant shards, 1 inverted mirror, which I don't have, and a harmonic brain. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up my salvage glass and see what it gives me. And it gave me some nanites, which isn't ideal, to be honest. Would have preferred something else, but there you go. And now what I'm going to do is look for a radiant shard. which is over there. So it's picked one up for me. And we want to look for another dissonance resonator, which I will do uno momento. Another thing to note with Sentinel ships is that they require... What? I've got one fitted. Oh, because I've got that one out. Okay. They do require... Please go away. Radiant shards to recharge the... I think it's the hyperdrive. And they require Pugnum to recharge some of the other stuff. So you need this sort of items to recharge the Sentinel ship. And we'll have a look at that in a moment. So we've got enough Radiant shards now. What we need is a Dissonance Resonator. So let's have a look around. I also need Sulfide Crystal to put in the Aquajet into my starship. So if I head over to this piece of water here, it's picked up this Sulfide Crystal, which is great because we want it, and it's actually all the way in here. But it's highly radioactive down here. But it's right there. Let's just... There you go. We'll put the battery in and we'll grab this. Now there's always 3 on here, so go 1, 2, where's the third? There's the third. And then run away because it will explode and it will hurt you if you don't. And there's some very nice weird stuff down here. This is cool. I love the underwater now in No Man's Sky. It's absolutely brilliant. But we're not ready to really look at all of the underwater stuff just yet. So I still need my Dissonance Resonator. So I've got one 500 away there. Let's grab some of this sodium along the way. A couple of plants here. Definitely going to grab some stuff en route and hope that this Dissonance Resonator has a inverted mirror, because that is what we are looking for. So what is it? What has this Dissonant Resonator got? It's got an inverted mirror. That's exactly what we want. Shoot it up with our neutron cannon. There you go, we've got the inverted mirror we need. Oh, really? Again? This is a very harsh world, and because we're on extreme survival, it's kicking my butt a little. I really need some protection, so that's what I'm going to do after I've done this. Go grab a load of protection from the anomaly. Let's head back at this moment in time, though, to the Sentinel ship. Try and get away from these Sentinels. Corrupted Sentinels, right? 7 seconds. Let's try and not run into it anymore. And right, there you go. Good. Right, here we go. So, what I can do now is go into here and I can give it the Radiant Shard and the Inverted Mirror. We can't do that just yet. So what we're going to need to do is go to our Haline Brain here, and we're going to have to probe the subconscious. And that is going to give us another location that we need to go to. Shouldn't be too far from where we are. Should be within travelling distance. And we just follow the icon here. Okay, it's quite a distance. It's half an hour on foot. So we're definitely going to take Mr. Phoenix. And head over to this location. This is the furthest one I've ever had to go to. I'm sure it is. Or are they always a certain distance? They can't always be a certain distance because they're procedurally generated, right? And here it is. It's a monolith. And now we need to go and speak to the monolith. We can get some more words while we're here. Lovely. Grab some more of these. Milestone accomplished. That'll be learning words, I'm sure. We've got the word for 2. So we need to head up these stairs. Really? And then speak to the monolith. Okay, the ancient site stirs as I approach. Stone scraping against stone. Warmth radiates from the Haline Brain within my pack, as though in response. The mind of the ship child is interlocked with the hive. Current instructions: seek and eliminate anomalies. Enmesh archival sentience with surrogate entity. Let's present the brain. I fumble with the ship's brain, almost dropping it as it glows unbearably hot in my hands. The pain radiates far beyond my hands, an unearthly heat, a heat that melts glass. Its circuitry shifts and then glows still. The brain seems to accept my presence now. And there we go, we've got the harmonic brain. And now we need to just head back to the starship location. Out into space, above the clouds of storm. And there is the site of the crashed Sentinel ship. Now we can present what we have to the brain. We've got everything we need. 3 radiant shards, 1 inverted mirror, and the harmonic brain. And there you go. We have a C-class Sentinel ship here, which has Sentinel technology. It also has a phase beam there. It has a pilot interface. It has the Sentinel cannon, which is basically a photon cannon. It has the shield, which is sodium nitrate, or radiant shard to recharge. We have the Crimson core, which takes warp cells, warp hypercore, or the radiant shards I mentioned. We have the luminance engine here, which takes trinitum, radiant shards, and we have the anti-gravity well, which is the launch thruster, only pugnium or radiant shards for this one. So there are there's one here that only takes the Dissonant World stuff. Others can take other stuff as well as Dissonant World stuff. So let's compare. We can take this for free, so we're definitely going to claim it. And then I'm just going to take it to the space station. I mean, this one looks cool. I like the animation on it, but it is only a C class, and I'm not going to use this one frequently. Let's head to the space station, which is over there. Hopefully this isn't no, it's a GEC system, so it's not abandoned. And we will go and scrap this. The reason why I want to show you the scrap worth is because we scrapped 2 starships already. We scrapped Artemis's starship we found, and we scrapped one I found by random in one of the first episodes. Well, I think it's the 2nd episode or something. Or was it the 1st? I can't remember now. So what we're going to do, there's nothing in here, so I don't need to worry about moving stuff over. We're going to head back to the back of the space station. Do I have enough room? We only have 4 slots here. I do need to... Let's get out Mr. Phoenix. And I'm just going to transfer some stuff over. Radiant shards, definitely. Pugnum, yep. And Fecium we've already got in there as well. We should have enough now. And then we'll grab Summoned. Right, starship outfitting. Now we can't actually take any parts of this. So if we begin salvage analysis, and we have a look here, we can only claim the scrap worth of 22 million units. We cannot break into parts because we can't build Sentinel ships like you can other starships in the game. So let's begin the analysis. Scrap worth. I'm going to scrap all of it. Oh, see? I bet I'm like 1 out or something. Let's get the other starship in then. And just move you across. We'll move you across for safety. Hopefully this time we have enough. Begin analysis. Scrap. And there you go, we scrapped it. We scrapped burnt. And then obviously we go to the terminal and we sell everything we got from it. Sell. And then we've got the recycled circuitry, 522,000. We've got the compressed Indian scrap for 9.2 million. We've got the Starship AI valves for 12 million. And then we've got the spool of nanocarbon for 180,000. And that should be all of that, which is lovely. You need to go across. So we've got some upgrades here as well. They're all C-class, 60 nanites. I am going to sell them, and I got a storage augmentation as well for scrapping that ship. One thing we can't do is if we go back to the station here and go to get Starborn Phoenix up and go into the starship outfitting and begin salvage analysis, we can actually scrap all of our expedition reward starships if we want to for quite a bit of money. This one because it's an S-Class, is worth 54.5 million. I'm not going to do that, of course, because I want to keep this as my main starship. But I am going to scrap the Radiant Pillar. Because it's rubbish and it takes up room. And it is worth 3.4 million units. We can extract a customization module if we really wanted to and make a starship out of it, but I'm not going to. Let's scrap the worth at the bloom. By the way, if you do scrap your expedition starships, you can't get it back unless you start a new save, of course. So if you're playing in your main save, just be aware of that. Let's sell what we have then. Compressed indium scrap, over 3 million units. Ball of nanotubes, 295. And that should be about it. And now we've got 34 million units already, which is decent. And 5,888 nanites left after buying what I did at the anomaly before I started the video. What I do want to do here is send you across. So I've got 3 now storage augmentations for the starship, which I'm going to use. But also, radiant shards are also good. Right, 4. Oh look, we've got 50 nanites in there. Let's grab that. Making into nanites. You can do this with inverted mirrors as well. Let's put these in here. The 4 of them give me 200 nanites, and I'm going to make the nanites out of them because I don't really have any use for them now. You could sell them as well for monies. Let's sell all these S-Class. Let's have a look at this space station, have a look at the weapon. Is it worth scrapping or doing anything with? Not really. It's a C-Class rifle. And the other one, it's a different colour. It's yellow and blue, and it's also C-Class as well. Let's get the upgrade, exosuit upgrade. I'm going to go for more tech because we don't have a lot of tech. And then let's speak to Technology Merchant and see if he has anything we want for our exosuit. S-Class stuff. He's got thermal protection and he's got a S-Class life support. Do I want any of those? S-Class life support and a thermal protection. You need to go over there. You need to be in. You are not in the right place. Good. What if I did that? Does that help? No. What does this give me? It's shield strength, isn't it? The thermal protection might be worth it, but I don't have a lot of room right now. Let's sell all our S-Class stuff. Sorry, S-Class, C-Class stuff. C. Yep, good. Get rid of all that. Paralysis mortar I want to keep. We've got the B-Class. Don't really need that now. Suspicious scanner module, probably going to keep. Don't want to sell the paralysis mortar. Let's sell you. Sell you then. Don't want to keep this there. Let's keep it. Try and fit it in my multi-tool upgrade. I do have an expansion slot here, so I can use that as well, which is nice. I do need a bunch of wiring looms, so let's get a load of those. What is in here for me to buy? I think I need magnetic resonator and hydraulic wiring. I definitely need some of you. Let's get 600,000 units, which is quite a bit, isn't it? What else is in here? You got some silver. I'll take that. Let's take some silver. Phosphorus would be good to have. Some residual goop. Pyrite is here as well. Let's take some of that. And you got some metal plating. Let's grab a load of this because I'm sick of making metal plating. So I have in units is so good. Let's go into here then. What do I want to make? I want 3 magnetic resonators for the aquajets. So let's get 3 magnetic resonators, not 57. And then where do I want? I want to put them over here, don't I? Aquajets. I need 2 antimatter. Good. And now we can fit the aquajet so we can land on water. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now if I don't have room, I'd move these figurines here and I'd fit these in. Need a Walker Brain for the conflict scanner, but we can do the economy scanner. We've got the Emerald Starship Trail, which we can put in there as well if we really wanted to. but I want to put in the teleport receiver, which gives us about 150 U worth of distance for the starship for putting things in it. And we just need an antimatter. Was it one antimatter? Yeah. Good. We're fitting in tech here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. By the way, we can also turn pugnum into nanites, if I remember rightly. Let's go into here. Get our 200 for those 4 radiant shards. If we have a look at the pugnum, yeah, that does. So 68 goes into 2. I mean, I wasn't going to do it. I'm just showing to highlight it. Also, Atlantidium, what is that? That goes into pugnum. So 59, 118. So if you've got a load of Atlantidium you're not using, refine it into pugnum, refine that pugnum into nanites. Quite simple stuff really, isn't it? Put that into there. I'm going to put you across, pyrite across, and the phosphorus across. Decided I am going to buy that S-Class heat thermal protection. The S-Class one only thermal protection module. It's definitely worth it, so it will keep us happy from the cold. And does that go in there? Yes it does. So we need to move some stuff around, move you over there. Lovely. So just in case we get onto a cold planet, sometimes you just need to get the ones that are right, you know, right in front of you, even though you haven't seen many cold planets. It's definitely worth getting that one. We're going to use the space station terminus to go back to our base. And we are going to have a look at the base computer archives and see what that has to offer us. Okay, here we are. Back home. Base computer archives are available. Automated archive recovery in process. Data recovered 6%. Search the archives. And buried technology modules for construction things. And it is going to allow us to search the construction database. Downloading plans. We've got the storage container. So we can build the storage container straight away. And it's definitely worth building these because they will work here and in the freighter. So when I have my freighter base, the number 1 will be number 1 in the freighter as well. So the items will not transferable, but they're already there, if that makes sense. Let's make a panel. And then we want to make you, which we can make straight away. Good, we need to get some actual tech going here. Can I make... I do have some buried technologies on me. Let's just have a look at the construction research unit. And what I want to do is get you for 8. Which is definitely worth it. And then we can plonk these about. I think I'm going to actually build a little platform. So my base, and if we go into L3 here, we can go into a little... Oh, hang on. That was the wrong one, wasn't it? Let's try again. L3, there you go. We can go into this little build camera. Make it a little bit easier for us to build. It's supposed to anyway. There you go, that's where I want it. Make a little platform. Just on here, please. There you go. Beautiful. And this will be a part of our base as well underneath. We'll make a new sort of shelter. Now I want to make you. Because these are worth it. So the solar panel is 1 metal plating, 30 gold and 50 chromatic metal. So let's build. I can build. Available to build is 1, so I can build 2. It is night time, so they won't work straight away. But we need to wire these up. So what we'll do is wire them up. Bloody toxicity. Ow! Ow! How is there toxic damage? Anybody tell me how is there toxic damage out there? Was it just toxic going down, or is there a plant there, or what? Maybe I just missed it. Anyway. Need toxic protection to survive on this. Right, let's go that one to that one to that one to the battery. And if we want to, we can get rid of this because, in my opinion, this isn't really worth it now. So let's go to delete it with L2 there. When these get back up and running, they'll be fine. Is it the gold or the chromatic metal I don't have? It's the chromatic metal. Well, that can be sorted. Let's go into here and just stabilize ourselves for a moment. Let's get some of you. We'll make some more chromatic metal. There you go. Let's come back up. We can search the base computer archives again. So input recovery passkey to proceed. We've got 3 options here. Me, you or my. Let's go you. Recovered archive encrypted. Input. So we've got future get, I and friendly. Let's go friendly. Archive unlocked. Automated archive recovery in process. Data recovered 15%. Search the archives. Entry follows. My exosuit has directed me to a crashed starship. Controls react to my very touch, and I can only assume it belongs to me. No memory of it, no sense of a before. Additional data available. Construction logs recovered, blueprints reassembled and prepared for download. Let's search the constructible database. Exosuit technology data extracted, download in Pann's personal upgrade module. Okay, cool. Readable archive retrieved complete. So we have a C-class scanner module, which is better than nothing, but rubbish. We're going to sell it for the 60 nanites because I don't particularly want it. How are we doing here? We should be able to speak to the base archives again now. Recovery encrypted, input passkey. So we've got my, you and I. Let's go I. Recovered, it's encrypted still. So passkey of future get. Still encrypted, so that wasn't the right one. Friends, traders, let's go interlope. Still encrypted. Gra, interloping your, let's go your. Still encrypted. Synthetic gek. Still encrypted. Friend. Okay, still encrypted. Come on. Gra. No. Me traders. Me? Hey, it's unlocked. There you go. I'm sure it just does it a certain amount of times and then just unlocks itself. I'm sure it doesn't matter what you pick, to be honest. Data recovered 27%. Search archives. Entry follows. I glance back towards the wreck of my ship. Nothing more than a dot. Walking this plane for hours, yet mountains seem no closer. I look up to the sky. Additional data available. Let's search construction database. Exosuit technology data extracted again. Personal upgrade module. Good. So I was just searching the base computer archives. We've now got 2 of them. We've got another scanner module there. It gives you stuff and gives you part of the lore of the story that's going on in behind it. We can search the base computer archives again. However, chromatic metal is done. And I want to make some more of you, if I can. Right, I'm getting extreme localized toxicity. It's a bloody toxic storm, man. Jesus Christ. Bloody toxic storm out there. Localized storm is killing me. So Worlds Part 2 has brought localized storms in, and that's what it was initially, I think, that was killing me as well. A little bit frustrating, but it happens, so there you go. What we also need to do is go to the wire, the battery, and actually hook you up. Because otherwise you won't work. But you will work eventually. Okay, can I build another one of you? I can. I like to put them in a line as much as possible. I can build 3 of these now. 1, 2, let's just build 3. Why not? And then we'll go to wiring and we'll just wire them all up. That one to that one, that one to that one, that one to that one. And then that one is already linked. We can get rid of the wires with a piece of technology in the future. Not to worry about it right now. Let's go back to the base computer archives. Automated archive recovery in process. Data recovered 32%. Let's search the archives. I came up from surrounded. Back above ground now, but sure, they're following me. Should never have touched the eggs. Oh, we touched some eggs from an abandoned building. And we got some blueprints. Let's construction database. Let's search it, and we got some more tech. What have we got? We leave. Got 3 of them now. Great. So 180 nanites to get there. So, construct the neural simulator. So the neural simulator is that. Chromatic metal and condensed carbon. We can make some more chromatic metal. Some more copper. How much copper do we have here? We are running a little bit low, but if we make this neural thing, it's only 100 chromatic metal and 100 carbon. So I can go into here. Do I have enough carbon to make condensed carbon? Does phosphorus go to condensed carbon? No, it goes to ferrite dust. Now pyrite, what does that go into? That goes into ferrite dust as well. Lots of ferrite dust things. I've got 168 here. That will give me 42. It's probably not enough. There's probably some condensed carbon in and around here. Are you doing your thing or are you done? You run out of... Okay. Use all my condensed carbon? Yeah, let's just use the condensed carbon. I'll go and find some more. That's fine. This will be on the horizon somewhere. There's some O2. There you go, over there. That is a big one right there. Lovely. And there is one over here as well. There's quite a lot of condensed carbon here, so I'll collect it all. Yeah, I know. They're always bloody activated. Right, let's run away. There you go. We got rid of them. And the solar panels are now working. The battery storage, which we can look at, is racing up. Its charge rate is off the scale. And we should be able to power things quite nicely now for a little while. So are you now done? Yep, portable refiner's done. So the reason why we're fitting this is because it's part of the base computer archives secondary missions here to install the neural simulator. And it's a piece of equipment that won't affect the other upgrades, the S-Class and X-Class upgrades. Right, so we can install that, and you see there it's yellow, and it gives us jetpack tanks of plus 25%, sprint distance plus 10, recharge rate plus 11, and sprint recovery time plus 14. So it adds, and it won't break the other ones. If I was to get another S-Class one, it would break it. Obviously I want S-Class, we'll go get them, but it would break one of the, it would break these three, we'd have to replace them out. So learn new words. We're one away from learning a new word for the base computer archives there, so that is all good. And a load of Mr. Stars. We need to visit the life form and locate yourself on a star chart, which is part of the main missions. And we've still got the space anomaly. We need to talk to Nada, and we need to locate the Atlas to start the Atlas path. But that will be in the next episode. I hope you're enjoying my playthrough / beginner's guide of No Man's Sky after Worlds Part 2 update. Hopefully I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care and bye bye.